Welcome everybody. We are starting into our ESO flower arrangement housing contest. This was a challenge to use no more than 30 items to make a beautiful and creative artistic flower arrangement. That is a real challenge, especially given that the plants here can be really difficult to work with. So I'm really excited to see what people will have done to live up to this. So I'm JHartEllis. I'll be your host today as we tour 35 entries for this flower arrangement contest. I'm so excited. I'm super excited. And we'll go and see these. I'll get screenshots along the way. I'll upload those to spicyeconomics.com. And I'll VOD this, put it up on YouTube if you're watching there. Feel welcome to subscribe. That helps a lot. Okay, thank you. And we are joined by Twitch chat here doing live stream. And they'll be chatting at me and emoting, and we'll be conversationaling a little bit. Okay, so here we go. 35 houses. We are starting on PCEU. This was open to both PCEU and PCNA in the Elder Scrolls Online. And no more than 30 items was the only limitation here. Other than that, I wanted to see what people could do as far as living up to this. Thank you. Oh, Blind Stargazer gifting a sub to Kiwi. Oh, thank you. Okay, here we go. We have C code. C code on NA. Snug pod. Beautiful. It's hanging flower. There would be a lot of different ways of doing a flower arrangement. As I was thinking about this contest, I was thinking of a museum traveling thing that happens, which is Art in Bloom, and that is maybe drawing some inspiration from artistic pieces, sculpture, painting, those sorts of things, or people would be welcome to go more of a traditional route as far as having a vase with flowers coming out of it, kind of like you might see at a wedding or a funeral or something like that. So I think that we'll see lots of different variations on the flower arrangement theme here. So what does C Code have for us? We have a hanging flower. I like how they have this ball here in the middle. I believe that's the ball that comes from the Scale Collar Peak achievement. It kind of looks like a bit like big dirt clod there for things to grow out of. Big flower ball. Yeah, big flower ball. Beautiful. Lots of color coming out of this. Using a big tree coming out the top. Beautiful. Bloom. Lots of color. Whites and pinks and reds. And like it. Kind of looks like faces. Has a lot of personality. Kind of a multicultural, peaceful amalgam. This is beautiful. Eleanor potted tree. Yeah, so they used the potted tree and then covered up the base of it with the big sphere. That's cool. Okay. Good iteration here. There aren't really a lot of different flower furnishings in ESO. There are several dozen, but not really more than that. So we'll probably see a lot of the same sorts of flowers as we go through here. So it's just going to be a matter of how do people use these. Okay, lovely. Thank you, C Code. And we'll continue along. Go to Fae Pixies. Can't spend a lot of time on each one, considering I have 35 to get to. But we'll go and look at these, get some inspiration, and you can be thinking about your own projects. I think that you'll get some ideas, or you could just enjoy these. And here we go. Continuing along. Fae Pixie, Sisters of the Sands. I do a lot of these sorts of contests here at the Twitch channel, and they are always open to PCNA and PCEU. Be doing a fake flower contest later in the month. I'm excited for that. Also tour regular houses during my Friday housing hikes, so lots of opportunities. Okay, Fae Pixie has a... I'm so excited, I'm tripping over myself. I'll slow down a little bit. Let's see, Fae Pixie has a beautiful flower arrangement using this green crystal. I believe that's from the Vivek City achievement vendor, as a bright, beautiful focal point here. And then you see all the reds really play well off of that. A lot of contrast with the color. Using the Merkmeyer calendar in the background, it's very dark, and so it allows all of these colors to really pop off of it. So appreciate that. Imagine a lot of these are going to be tall. The screenshots are this way. I can't quite fit it all in. Beautiful. So we have a lot of these Garrulus alpinia flowers in this. We have some void blooms for the blues, fan bushes, cactus plants from the home goods furnisher in Elsewhere. Now, a lot of the flowers that we'll see are from the home goods vendors. Don't overlook those. There are great flowers to be had from the home goods furnishers. Cost like a couple hundred gold each. You can get them in unlimited quantities. So other than that, some of the other flowers are kind of rare to get, or from like the luxury vendor. You see somebody sitting and waiting. Oh, somebody says they're reading into this. See, that's the thing too, is it's very possible that this, a lot of these entries will have drawn inspiration from certain things, maybe from certain art. It kind of does look like a person. Or maybe you see what you want to see. Kind of does have a head on the top. However you want to interpret it, right? I like the colors. I kind of like how it is grounded here with a lot of these kind of underbrush ferns and shrubs. Kind of makes it feel like you might stumble upon this out in the wild. Maybe in a magical type of a setting. Okay, beautiful, Fae Pixie. Okay, we'll continue along. As a ghost attempting to materialize mistakenly drew power from the garden. Didn't incorporate souls, incorporated flowers. That's right. Okay, next up. We only had a couple entries on EU. Most of them are on NA. Okay, next up, we have Dory89. Has a flowery message for us. Okay, here we go. Flowery message. Wonder, what will the flowers say? Follow the trail to the left. This way is the left. I see the trellises blocking my way to ensure that I can only go the one right proper direction. Uh-oh. Going this way. Oh, I think... I'm kind of wondering if these are going to line up in a particular way. Let me see. So we have... This is cool. This is very active, right? So we have the horn. We have the horn. We're blowing out flowers. Oh, that's really... Ooh, I love the colors. Just to start with. Oh, it is a flowery message. So the eagle there has a scroll in its beak. And with a flower. You love it? Now, it has this. I'm kind of wondering if... This is just for a viewing platform. I was kind of wondering if this would, like, spell out something. It says... Moo. That's what it says. No, I think it's just a viewing platform here. Genius. Blowing flowers out. Oh, there are even like flowers kind of like draped across him. Across the statue. It's pretty. I like the backdrop here too, with the waterfall. Wish I could zoom in a little bit. Okay, pretty. It's a deconstructing flower arrangement. It is actively being blown apart. Or maybe he's sucking them in. I imagine it's blowing. It's gotta be blowing. It's a flower vacuum. No, I'm pretty sure he's blowing up a flowery message out to everybody. You love it? Oh yeah, we have a whole thing draped around. This is cool. All the way down. And lots of little flowers. Some of those are from Gold Coast. A lot of those are from the Gold Coast vendor. Pretty. Love it. This is called Flower Eater. Reminds you of a dandelion clock. Saphira the Wise with a follow. Welcome to our flower arrangement contest tours. We're just a couple in. More to see. I like the idea of like the scroll here, kind of like maybe the bird has brought them a message and then they are themselves spreading the message. This is awesome. Oh, I know. Okay. Like a dolly painting. I like it. Where are we aiming? Where are we aiming? For the stars? Or just far lands across the isles? It's cool. Spreading love of allergy seasons. Oh no. Okay. Beautiful, Dory. That's really creative. It's aiming for my nose. Yep, right up in there. That's right. Okay, our Menas. A Mile Lake Lodge up next. Okay, looking for a something in front of crystals. We'll find it. We'll find it. Had people give me some directions in case if it wasn't clear exactly where they were. A mysterious ninth divine named Allegra. It's awful, Margot. Okay. A Maya Lake Lodge. Okay. Oh, I think it's in the house. Okay. Their house is open with essential housing tools. I think it's inside the house. Let me go look. Oh, that would do it. Okay, this is definitely a flower arrangement. Okay, perfect. Ooh, I like these blue crystals as a backdrop. Try to get a good look at it. So they used an Indorol brazier as a base here. Now that's actually really clever because lots of times when you're thinking of like a flower vase, you're thinking of something that would be open. Now this is full of coals normally, but it's so densely packed with the flowers that this Indorol brazier is a really fancy alternative for a base here. And then, what was it full of? It's full of some kind of dead ferns, aloe plants, Merkmeyer berry strands.
Thank you.
Void flowers.
Woohoo.
Dewbat, 19 months. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much. All the love. Like the contrast between the blues and the yellows and the reds. I like the colors. Not overly complex, but beautiful. Yeah, one thing I had wanted to stress with this is, yeah, feel welcome for this, for at least this contest, as to feel welcome to use use whatever furnishings you want. So don't just restrict yourself to the flowers in here. So something like the Merkmeyer berries aren't really flowers, but they work perfectly. Like you'll see a lot of those sorts of things in flower arrangements too. Berries and branches or other sorts of things. Or however you want to do it. Dewbat. Thank you again. Sushi says, fantastic, great color combo. Love it. Feel welcome to mess with my lights if you're subscribed. Here's a list of colors. It's kind of a good aquamarine color. No. maybe more of a covenant blue there. It's kind of all three of the factions together. Oh, I didn't even think about that. It's like EP, it's like Ebonheart red, Dominion yellow, Covenant blue there. Maybe it's peaceful. It's the three factions. Oh, they're all peaceful and making a beautiful flower bouquet. Maybe this has some ESO-centric lore going on with it. Say they can be harmoniously together here. I choose to believe that's what this is. This is an end of the three banners. Yeah, standing for peace. It's peaceful arrangement. Beautiful. Okay. Though it is only the blue ones that are actually like living flowers. Maybe that says something. Rising out of the death of the other two. No, I don't think that's what it is. Mena might be tilted towards the Covenant. Okay. No, it's very peaceful. Okay, continuing along to Stormfinger's Golden Gryphon Garret. As we tour more flower arrangements in ESO. Crazy creative so far. I'm super happy with these. Yeah, and by the way, top six creative winners will walk away with 250,000 gold on PCNA or PCEU. So there was a little extra incentive to do well with these. Oh, Stormfinger has a golden griffin garret. I think this is a very, 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 very tippy top of a decorative sky shard, lighting this up a little bit. Yeah, so let me try to be able to see it. Ah, using some of those candles. It's pretty. Wow, it's so bright with the crystals, the wedding blossoms down below, the coda flowers. Not quite sure what these root branchy things are. What's coming out at the bottom? I'm not so sure. Anyway, let's take a look at it. It's glowing. It's magical. Certainly something with little spheres going on it too. Okay, we're good. We're good. Is that a sky shard making the misty effect? I think it's a sky shard doing the top part. I'm not quite sure what's doing the little white orb things that are kind of going about, though. There's something magical. It's not a visual effect, is it? No, it's not a visual effect. Quills? No, they're not quills. They look like roots of some sort. It's pretty. It's pretty. It's cake. Oh, no. Cake would have the... I don't think it's a cake. Everybody's like comparing their things now. It would be perfect as a centerpiece for a wedding or something. Yeah, that's a great idea. A great idea. I mean, that's what a lot of flower arrangements would be used for, right? A good something to catch your eye and kind of signify beauty. And fresh starts, right? Beautiful beginnings with the blooms. Okay, thank you, Stormfinger. Colorful. Okay, and next up. It has a bit of an oceanic look too, with the blues and the greens and the abalone. It's cool. It's cool. Spikes are roots of dead Cold Harbor trees. Okay, they were roots of trees. Okay. Thank you, Stormfinger. Oh, you're here. Orb things is a sky shard. Oh, that also is a sky shard. Okay. It's a very, very tippy top. Good deal. Okay, and Sabia's Halls of Colossus. Okay, we'll make our way to the Halls of Colossus. We do a lot of regular housing tours during our regular Friday housing hike. Those would be when I would go and look at these sorts of things. But I'm going to stay focused on the flower arrangements for now. Wait, if I can. Oh, fun stuff in here. I want to stay and look at everything. Okay, it is... If I were a flower arrangement, where would I be? I think I'd be right here. Does that look like a flower arrangement? Looks like a flower arrangement to me. Okay. It's burning. It's burning. It's green and white and blue. That's cool. Using some of these Eleanor pieces for the structure, for the pottedness of it. It's actually a really good use of this column. This Halls of Colossus has these pillars built into it that you can't move. It has 4 of them. So, like, they covered that one up with vines, or, like, so this is just covered up with some vines, but it also has, since it's a dragon-themed house, kind of like the horns coming up, so it makes this look a little sinister. So, good use of the house here. It makes it look like green dragon fire. And then, what else did they add here? A couple Cold Harbor seedlings at the top, some soul splinter weeds, gives it a nice, really bright look. Those are from the soul splintered from the luxury vendor. Cold Harbor plants just get randomly from harvest nodes. Beautiful. You like the tiered look? Yeah, multiple tiers too. So we have the basic one here, and then up above, and then it just kind of continues up with the vines. Okay, I love the colors. There are a couple reds in the middle there, too. They kind of get washed out a bit, but they are there. Why is it on fire? That's a good question. I think it's maybe just supposed to signify the dragon side of things. It definitely has a hostile dragon look. Yeah, maybe, considering the beauty and the freshness and floweriness of it. Maybe it's a misunderstood dragon sort of a combination here. Or maybe Dragonfire is breathing life into the world, and they have a bad reputation. See? I always like to read into these as much as I can. Kroon says, I'm just blown away by people's creativity, want to get into housing, but waiting on making some money before. All these are so beautiful. Well, there's a lot of good, cheaper options, too. But yeah, it is definitely, there are a lot of good things out there that you can buy, either in-game or however you want to go about getting the flowers. They come from a variety of sources. Okay, just a couple homes left on EU. Green with those big horns reminds me of Maleficent. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, too. Maybe a little bit. I don't remember blue and white flowers, but maybe that kind of played into it too. You got Domus as a starting house, Domus Frasticus. Earl Blue says it's cheap and nice garden and inside. Yeah, it's a good one to start with. A lot of these cheaper houses, the limitation on this contest was no more than 30 items, so we do have a lot of entries in these smaller types of houses, so in rooms or kind of the staple houses. Oop, roll dodge away. Dubat has a... Ooh. Very red, but just a little bit of white in there to kind of add a little bit of contrast and kind of pop that red out. It's pretty. And this is... The base is from... I want to say Grotwood. Oh no, where is that from? It's an achievement furnishing, I think. Maybe somebody can figure out where the base is from. Or Green Shade? I think it's from the achievement vendor. Okay, beautiful. It's warm. It is warm. It has a very summery feel to it. A little bit of white blooms in there kind of gives it a cleaner look. Not like a decaying look, but very, very bright and clean and fresh. Good use of those cactus blossoms as well. Those are actually really tricky to work with because the cactus has like this really weird, gnarly root structure. And so those are all hidden within the ferns there. So a really good job of actually making that happen. Yeah, I think a lot of times something like a good flower arrangement just really has to do with composition and color and just how everything is styled. It's from Green Shade, Black Razor says. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. Take that in. It's very warm. It helps that there's like a crackling fire back here. It kind of reminds me of fire, right? It's very fiery colors. Oh, Tierna, you're here. Great. Now we can really dig into it. Okay, Partida will be our last home today on PC EU, and then I have 27 more houses on PCNA. So here we go. Last flower arrangement on PC EU. It's been good so far. We could pick 6 winners out of just these houses. So, oh man, it'll be hard to tell. Anyway, here we go. Start up Jungle House. I said, well, there's a little bit of a story to this. Oh, it's big. Oh, they had posted this on the forums. That's where I had put the contest entry. No, this was EU and NA. Yeah, we had 8 houses for EU, and then I have 27 houses on NA. That's like a lot. Yeah, Partida had posted the picture of this on the forums, because that's where I had been promoting this. Oh, it's so big. This is where I start to wonder if it's 30 items. And then I think, well, yeah, that's just like the 2 tonal arcs, and then the Garlus alpinia, the ruby plant there, and the wisteria. And it's like, yeah, those are actually really just big, impactful pieces. I'm pretty sure this isn't more than 30 items. Going with like the big fabricant trees there, too. Very bright. With just like a couple of flower furnishings in here as well, like the fan, or just the very tippy top of that spire, kind of grounds it a little bit in civilization a bit. Just a little bit of a marker. Nearly like I could imagine that filling in for like a city, like the one little spire, and then all the growth around it, kind of very embedded in nature. Though, the way that they describe this is, you see a lot of the color choices are the there's kind of like a blue side to it and kind of like a red side to it. And in this case, it would be kind of the summer fires kind of thawing out the blueness. That's how they described it. So I thought that was an interesting thing. I don't know if I would have picked up on that if they had not said something about it. But yeah, you kind of have this transition, kind of going from red to purple in the middle to blue. And kind of the burningness here, spreading like fire. I like it. So it's very kind of low, low fiery brush here. Okay, awesome, awesome. They use big items, not individual flowers. Right, that helps a lot. And then big red colors coming in from the dragonfire vines from elsewhere, or the garrulus alpinia, or the Tinmar Tija from Merkmeyer. Merkmeyer has a lot of good home goods furnishings you should check out, by the way. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. I love it, I love the asymmetry of it too, with the base. Like just thinking of making a flower planter out of these tonal arcs. I think it's super creative. Okay. Gardens almost have garden decor. In your alpine gardens, you put fairies and a dragon, wind spinners, and other big gardens. Right. It's not just about the flowers. So I encouraged people actually to include some non-plant furnishings. Some people did that, some people haven't. Oh, somebody's trying to whisper me. I hope they didn't have a contest entry. Okay. Well, like now. Okay, continuing on to PCNA. So that will do it for our 8 houses on PCEU, and now we have 27 more homes on PCNA. I need to swap servers. By the way, if you play on one server or the other, you do have access to both, so you do feel welcome to go and hop onto the other one. In case you ever want to hang out with friends there, or participate in contests or whatever happens to be going on. Okay, hopping over to PCNA, lots more homes. Great homes from EU. Thank you, Dory, your home was among them. Cassandra says, for good zones to check out, Merkmeyer, Alinor, and elsewhere home goods vendors all have really great furnishing items. Yes. Yeah, Alinor in Somerset and elsewhere. Either northern or southern have the same home goods, so check out the elsewhere home goods furnishers, or Merkmeyer has some great ones. Vivek City has some weird mushroom things. Not a lot of flower stuff, but some weird mushroom things. Smattering of other flowers from different zones as well. Kraggen has some really nice flowers as well. I'm going to load in here. I think it should load me into my home. I did throw together a flower arrangement for this as well. Not that it's going to be entered in for prizes or anything, but I said I would do something for it, and I hadn't. I put this together this morning. I probably shouldn't say that. I mean, I spent weeks on this, hundreds of hours. Okay, I did it like in 45 minutes, but that's fine. That's fine. I ran out of time. You love the mushroom from Varnfell. Yeah, they're big. They have some really big ones too. Can't wait to see my arrangement. Oh, it's not as good as anybody else's. I just wanted something to kind of hint at the theme here. So here's mine. Let me talk a little bit about it, just because at least you'll have a perspective on how it is to actually work with these. Plants are really hard to work with. So here's mine. My thinking here was I'm going to go totally vain. And so I was like, okay, what looks like horns? What looks like wings? And I went from there, and then everything in the middle is just kind of like thrown together. So I have my beautiful moo flower arrangement here. And there's a torch bug, because I'm giving away a torch bug today. Looks like a butterfly. Maybe a little bit. I had originally wanted this vase to be popping through, kind of like it would be the nose, like a golden ring for the nose. That didn't really come through very well, but Again, anyway, and then maybe some color choices. Red would maybe indicate fury. Blue would maybe indicate something deeper inside. Or all the redness. The spicy. I needed some spicy red colors. And these are really hard to work with, though. So as far as, like, these plants, they all have, like, these weird stems, and you kind of have to either work with it or, like, ignore it. So it looks like you're really bad from the back. Anyway, I used some corals just for really bright yellow colors. Anyway. So that was mine. And then I needed a little bit of a base to stand on, so I'll be like, I will totally be Venus. And here we are. Here I am next to my creation. Okay, beautiful. Now let's go ahead. I used the bottom of the Alnor potted plant. I purposely kept it askew because I didn't. My thinking here is I wanted the golden vase to come out here, but if that's the case, it has to be floating. I needed the other thing to be at an angle. So anyway, I'm totally rationalizing my poor choices, but that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I flipped the base upside down. Okay, let's go to the first home on NA, which is going to be Fiendish's. Everybody's like, oh, thank goodness, mine's better than JHart's. That's what I was going for. No. Thank you.
I am a Nebu, lol.
Nova Dracon, you are a Nebu. I love your Nebuiness. Thank you, Nova Dracon. Appreciate your support. You wanted someone to make a cow so bad, and you make my dream come true. Oh, thank you, Flemtruth. Flemtruth. Thank you. Fiendish. Fiendish's St. Dylan Penthouse will be our first home on PCNA, well, other than mine. Okay, 27 houses. Golden Glory is what they called this. Not everybody gave theirs a title. Ooh, let's see what this is like this. Okay, here we go. Get in. I normally go to these not in first-person mode, but I think first-person mode is probably the best way to see these. Well, standing up or not. It says they actually put it on a pedestal here, which makes it a lot easier to see it. This is very, very dense and well-constructed. I would think that this would have taken a long time to align everything just right. Really good color choices here. I think it looks better from down below. I like the one single red flower in the front. It kind of reminds me of like a heart. Kind of like the soul of this piece. It is the brightest red of all of it. Let's see what else we have. Goes all the way around. Yeah, again, very difficult to make this work. Using I believe a necklace pod yellow flower as kind of like the base of it. It's a very dense brush. Using some of these Daedra thorn flowers for the little white petals here and there, and then the Zed fern coming out the top. Kind of looks like fire. Or golden glory is what they called it. Definitely want one for your home. So this is one thing I would like to think about as we tour through these is, hey, maybe you want a nice centerpiece for your table, or to welcome in guests. These are definitely sorts of things that you can add to your house as is, and will, draw some attention to them. And yeah, so I think a lot of homes could benefit from a nice flower arrangement in there. However you want to do them. It's a big handful of summer, Flimtu says. That's what it feels like. Black Razor says, lovely harvesting colors. Yeah, kind of very muted too. I like the pink choices. It's hard to make these smaller blossoms work. Okay, that's awesome. And lighting up above does help a lot. Lighting matters like an awful lot. These don't really, the colors don't really pop out unless if you have light right next to them. Discovered that while putting mine together. Okay, and we'll keep going. Next up, Tiete's Snug Pod. Very pretty. These are also fun. I know. And you can think about these. Maybe you don't like them, and maybe they don't match your personality. You can always personalize it however you want. Or if you want to go kind of smaller, you can go smaller. If you want to go bigger, you can go bigger. If you want to go totally like asymmetrical and all over the place, you can do that. We haven't seen a lot of totally crazy ones yet. Maybe it's hard to make flowers crazy. Oh, this is a little crazy. This is fun. What is it? We have the moon. This feels very Khajiit-ified. Petals here. Oh, okay, cool. We have a statue. Oh yeah, so we have the sun and the moon and Khajiit shrine in the middle. The main. It looks like a main, right? So maybe this would be the high main with the revered figure, the most revered figure in Khajiit culture. So this is using wedding blossoms for the moon, using magna geode for the sun, and using fern and everything for the big mane around here. And then some of those cactuses, which again, those are hard to work with. Colorful mane. Kind of like a keeper of life here. Neat theme. Moon and a star. Could not be a Khajiit thing at all. Could just be the moon, a moon and a sun, and not that. Yin and Yang. Oh, Tia is here. Oh, if you want to totally spoil everything that you've done here, I feel like JHart. Wow, I totally meant something different by this. Feel welcome to correct me. You're here. So it is. I see, I see. Like it? You like it? It's interesting how the magna geode over here actually lights this up. Nearly makes it a little bit different. Kind of like it makes it like a dark side and a light side just because one's aligned with the moon and one's aligned with the sun. It's open to interpretation. Ah, okay, okay. Okay, that's fun. It's bright in here. Kind of feel like I'm being judged. Seems like a powerful figure. Okay, thank you, Teyate. It's a cool mane. That's right. Cool cat there. Okay, next up, we'll go to Lash's Cold Harbor Real Estate as we continue with our flower arrangement tours. 35 entries. All so different from each other. It's incredible. Okay, Lash's Cold Harbor Real Estate. Real Estate's a good place. It's very open. If you just kind of want a blank canvas, it's a good place to start. One of the few big homes that you can get with gold in game too. Very interesting flower arrangement. Seems like I only used about 4 items. Not including any flowers. No, where is this? I'm gonna guess it's behind the wall. Inside the wall. Over there. totally not here. No, it's here it is. I think that this platform is for me to go get a standing viewpoint from. There we go. Okay, a little closer. Don't want to fall off. Okay, so with a more of a mushroomy feel on this one. A little bit darker. So this is actually a good atmosphere for it, because the Cold Harbor Real Estate, very, very blue, dark, Daedric feel to it. Well, they went with the blue, dark mushrooms, magical looking. The Cold Harbor glow stalks coming up the top too. Cactus fans, very bright blue, mysterious color sources. And the kind of gnarled Ashlander tree look in the back. Ashflower? I think it's Ashflower. Okay, I think this is probably the best vantage point. Okay, good deal. Totally gonna fall off. I think those mushrooms are available in a furnishing bundle, but I think you can also get them individually from the Crown store. A lot of the plant furnishings are like weirdly cheap, like 20 or 30 crowns. Some of the others are a bit more expensive though. You can also get them gifted to you. You can find somebody for that. Okay. Fun arrangement. It's very dense. I like how it has like this Cape bracket mushroom is like the vase here for the flowers coming up. It's so starry. Yeah, it kind of looks like stars up above. Or even kind of like the canopy from the mushrooms. And everything else below that. Oh, that's cool. Imagine there's a lot to read into it. Pyron says, nice the contrasting colors. It's lovely, different, great colors. It got lost a little bit. It's pretty. Sushi Isaac says, I love that. Okay. And we'll keep going along. Lovely. From Lash. Okay, Flimtooth also has a controversial state. We'll see what they've done with it. Probably something totally different. Oh, I think Flimtooth drew inspiration from a painting. Kind of, I did kind of base this contest a little bit off of Art and Bloom museum tours, where you look at a painting and draw some inspiration from it and try to maybe recreate it or make it kind of resemble that. So I think that's what Flimtooth did here. They took maybe a bird, and they tried to kind of recreate it here using the furnishings. Methodology 7 with a follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to our flower arrangement tours. We have a bird. Oh, it's even, this is, I like the details on this. So you see very clearly it has an eye using the glow stalk, which is also a plant. Very dark look, like a raven. Using the stems, which normally you wouldn't really want the stems poking out, but in this case, the stems work perfectly as far as making a beak here. Big bushy, feathery tail out the back, and even using the bottom of a glow stalk here as like a little perch with its little bird feet resting on it. Ah, that's cool. That's clever. Bird painting. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you, Flem. Samantha Jane with 16 months of resub. Thank you. All the hype. Try and get a good screenshot. Getting screenshots along the way. I'll probably mostly use, I will use those mostly for the judging. Just screenshotability matters a lot. Thank you so much, Samantha Jane. All the love, all the hype. Keep making everything say moo. Void Phoenix. Ooh, I see it could be like a dark phoenix. little bird feet. So no, they're cute. Cassandra says, people's creativity blows me away. It's clever. Oh yeah. We have the budgie emote. Kind of reminds me of that. That's why I'm a little impressed by like the little perch, because it reminds me of that like a lot. Twist its head around and cleanse itself. Preen itself. Make sure every feather is perfect. That's what they spend like half the day doing. Anyway, I see the birdiness of this. I love it. Thank you, Flem. Hard to make those flowers work like that. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Samantha Jane. Hope you're doing well. Okay, next up we have a Sugar Bowl Suite from Toadsticker 18. Sugar Bowl, small in-room, Rimmon. Can only put a handful of items in it, which is perfect, because that's all that we allowed for this contest. Only 30 items. Toadsticker has, Venus flytrap type of a look with it going on. Awesome. Ooh, I love the vase here, using the Redguard brazier, but turning it off. I think I could maybe turn it on. Oh, no, I can't turn it on. I want to turn it on just to demonstrate. That's okay. Maybe they have limited visitor access here, or maybe it's just because it's the way it is overlapping. Okay, so Redguard brazier has a beautiful golden bowl for it, which works perfectly for a vase here. And then we have the white flowers, the aloe, the trap plants, fly trap plants. A couple of coda flowers in there lend a little bit of a green glow to this. So it's primarily red and green and white. Good colors, good colors. No, don't turn on. Hey, I just wanted to demonstrate. That's fine, that's fine. Toad Sticker, it's good to see you. Beautiful, beautiful. I like that you thought of using the fly trap in here because they do look like flowers. It's a little bit of a different approach to it. Makes it look a little bit dangerous. And, like, the aloe also has all the pokey bits kind of off the side of it. And they kind of match very well with the spikes from the fly trap. Beautiful and surreal. Great use of the uncommon flowers. Yeah, I think this works really well. Okay. Beautiful. Dangerous. Very well placed in here, too. Looks very real. And kind of getting around the fact that the vase is empty. It's just very densely packed in there, and so you don't even notice how everything is supporting itself inside. It's dangerous if you turn it on. Yeah, everything would burn. Almost that as you go around, like there will be just like a giant pot, like in the zones. And there'll just be like a single flower or bush just placed on top of it. You just try not to think about it too much, why the flower's floating in an empty pot. But doing it like this definitely looks a lot better. Maybe they need to revisit some of the potted plants throughout Tamriel. Add a little bit more detail to them. Anyway. It's like, go check out the bank in Mournhold. That's one of the ones that always sticks out to me. Anyway, thank you, Toad Sticker. Beautiful, beautiful. Somebody says moo to me. Looks a little spooky. It does look a little spooky. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Samantha Jane. That's very much appreciated and helpful. Thank you so much. All the love. Samantha Jane gifting a sub to Elven Ananke. All the hype. Okay, Sterling B. Sterling B. I think it's inside the house. Oh, this is fun. I like it how it's all decorated inside. Or outside. Going inside. I said it was over this way? Is it this room? I think they're here. Is that you? It is you. Okay, I think it's this. I think it's this. A bit more of a subtle type of a creation on the pedestal. Okay, awesome. Ooh, this is a lot more of though I was thinking of like small scale artistic type of a builds. I appreciate this one a lot. With the banner in the background, kind of lending a little bit of inspiration here, a little bit of detail here, a little bit of a context with the sun up above. Okay, I really love this. Okay, so Sterling B said that they wanted to go with something for a casual tea room, and this is a Japanese Ikebana inspired build here. Okay. So we just have this simple little square dark elf vase there, and then the meditation candles, and then the sun up above, and then the flowers just kind of like curling up towards it, kind of reaching out. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Minimalistic perfection. I like the torch bug. It's nearly it's a little. It's actually really interesting how dependent this build is on the torch bug, because the torch bug like adds a lot of weight and the redness over on the side. Without it, it wouldn't really work very well, and so it's kind of like the life coming in and bringing balance here. I was going to say, like, the torch bug is, like, nearly cheating. But I think it's really a core structural component to it. Yeah. Beautiful. I think it's amazing what just a couple of furnishings displayed in a different way like this can work very well. It balances out. Okay. Very Asian balanced feel to it. I think so. Yeah, Japanese inspired here. That was the last thing that you added. I needed something there. I needed something there. They're reaching around. Beautiful, beautiful. A little Merkmeyer berry adds a little bit of red there. The grandmother hibiscus, I believe, from the Home Goods Furniture, adds a lot there too. A couple of Daedra thorns. I didn't even really see those originally. Daedra thorns mixed in there with the white flowers. Lovely. Okay. Tranquil. Well constructed. I kind of want to go visit the rest of your tea room now. Oh yeah, it's very zen here, isn't it? Okay. We'll continue along. Needle Roser's up next. Kraggen Home. Kraggen Home's a great house to get, by the way. Everybody should get Kraggen Home. It's super, super cheap. Oh, Myers is here. Oh yeah, it's hard to not make that clip. Should do a shout out for the one they call Myers. Great streamer. Do a lot with housing too. From the Housing Finance Builders Guild. Okay, Needle Roser has... Ooh. What? Anything? Something about lights. Oh, they used some lights in here. Why are the animals gathering around it? What is intriguing about this? That's a good question. Why are the animals drawn to it? The tendrils there make me wonder. It has a little bit of a personality to it. An allure. Kind of like the tendrils reach out to you. Grab your attention here. Kind of like they're grabbing the attention of the animals. Oh, Sabity, you're here. There you go. Dubat got ya. The tentacles, yes. The tendrils coming out. Corals in there. The Garrulus alpinia up above. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. I am also intrigued by it. It's very lively. A little dangerous. Animals always go for movement. They might get snatched up. That's right. Plum2 says it has a fiery feel. Yeah, a little dangerous. With the tendrils in there, kind of reminds me of maybe like a little bit of like Hermaeus mora type of a feel. Even maybe the blossoms could be multiple eyes. Definitely has a sense that it knows more than I know about it. maybe I'm totally misreading it. They just like the smell of it. I just want to break off a bit of this. Elder Gods Mythos, Cthulhu of the Plants. That's right, it's Cthulhu of the Plants. Old plant god here. That's I'm getting that vibe a little bit. I just want to drink the the water from the vase. Maybe that's all. Maybe that's all it is. Totally reading into it. Lighting from below makes a really nice effect on the res flowers above. The flowers up above. Yeah, they're very bright here with the bottom lighting. Kind of a pulsing glow. Some lights are more stagnant. That's not the right word. Not moving. Some lights are persistent, and some of them pulse a little bit. And so the pulsingness of this does give it a little bit more of a lively look to it. Static's the right word. Oh, Needle Roser says you added candles into the blossoms up and so it's a candlelight that's doing it. Stained glass image is nice too. Oh yeah, that's coming from the window there. I think that would change a little bit based on the time of day. Okay, fun. From Needle Rooser. Oh, we're not even halfway through yet. I better step things up here. As much as these are fun to look at. Shaden Elliot's Rosy Lion has something on the table for us. Okay. Fun hum so far. Lots more to see. Be doing a Torchbug pet code giveaway at the end for Twitch chat. Shaden went with my boot idea. I was thinking the boot would make a great vase for this. I was telling people, yeah, you should get this. Totally make it into our flower arrangement contest. Glad somebody did. Okay, we have a boot. And using that Debella shrine as well. Maybe, I'm wondering if it's better to view it from this angle or from the door. It works either way, which is actually kind of impressive that it works. I think it works a little bit better from lower. The boot. Finaster. Doing Finaster and Debella proud. I think I want to cover up the banker. For the screenshot. Poor banker. Okay, pretty. So making this work, using the blue star bloom flower as kind of the central support, and then adding the soul splinters and the Cold Harbor glow stalks in there, little seedling flowers. That works very well. And then for the Debella, we do have more of the Daedra thorns. There are a couple of these little feathers in here. It makes me wonder if that's supposed to represent something. Why are there feathers incorporated into it? It gives it more of an airy look. Maybe the feathers... They gotta represent something, right? Oh no. Oh, the refrigerated flowers in the back. Oh yeah, that makes sense too. So this could be like a flower shop, and then there are flowers in the cases back below, keeping those fresh. But this is on display here. Boots on the table. Boots on the table. Very improper, right? Boot bursting with energy. Say blue boot blossom. That's right. All the bees, beautiful blue boot blossom. Dang it, almost had it. Beautiful blue boot blossom. There you go. Say that 10 times fast. Okay, awesome. Yeah, everybody should be doing Covenant Blue. Could fit as a decoration in almost any house. Yeah, I can imagine that. Lovely. Why do some florists put artichokes into their arrangements? Same reason as feathers. No, just good kind of a structural element. Kind of looks like a flower, but won't decay as quickly. I guess that's one thing that's nice about ESO housing is you don't have to worry about any of these wilting over time, right? You don't have to keep worry about the water spilling or how to keep everything fresh. Everything will just stay like it is. Which is a good thing. And you don't prick yourself on the thorns or anything like that. Bad luck to have boots on the table. I remember that from Stephanie Doom's luck challenge entry. Okay, fun. Okay, we're about halfway through. We're gonna go to Zur Karsten's Grand Civic Villa. Back room in the Grand Civic Villa. My Scottish mother would be losing it with the shoe on the table. I guess I had never heard that, but at the same time, I never had any reason to put shoes up on the table. Irish insult to tap your shoe on the table or counter. Suppose a lot of those come out of cleanliness. Okay, there at Karsten's flower in the back. Get in there. Bronzed baby boot. Could be that. I think it's up above. I think if I had to pick what the flower arrangement would be, I would guess it is this. There we go. This feels like a flower arrangement to me. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is it. Okay, it's gotta be it. Okay, so kind of placing this in a way that they would want it to be here. So they have the Basin of the Divines is a great big bowl here. Works perfectly as a container for this. Using glowbush, purple flower in there, coda flower coming out the top. A couple of weird blooms incorporated into that. It's kind of interesting. I haven't really seen a lot of weird blooms in these so far. They're kind of like all twisted around, and the blossoms themselves are kind of pointed in all different directions. So it's kind of hard to make it work. Works really well here. Those are these little flowers right here in the middle. Beautiful. A lot of color in here too. Like all gets kind of washed out with the white glowiness of this. The Trust of Snow Leopards with a follow. Welcome to our flower arrangement contest tours. Touring 35 homes. Lovely look so far. And Avishay Cross with a follow. Appreciate that. Stunning, perfect surroundings. Now, I didn't really want the surroundings to factor in to the judging on this, so I'll probably mostly pretend that the backdrop's not there. Because the limit was 30 items, so I'll have to kind of pretend those away. I don't know. The contest rules were no more than 30 items, but it's okay if you had stuff in the background. But that won't be factoring into it. But it's good to see kind of how this might actually be placed afterwards, right? Because maybe a lot of you that entered these maybe want to incorporate them into your house. By the way, you can use essential housing tools to kind of like copy paste your build. So what you can do is you can copy it, take all the items out with that, and then paste it where you want it, and you can group everything together and move it all as a single piece and actually place it where you want. So you can still preserve these after the contest is over. Okay, thank you, Siren. Yeah, the dark room. It's pretty dark. No, this is fine. This is perfect. Okay, up next we have Alvord's Kraggen home. They described this very differently. I'm intrigued. They called it a compost bouquet. Makes me wonder if we're going to have like a scrap pile with flowers coming out of it. Basically, oh, this is clever. It's using the mammoth cheese, and then we have flowers growing out of it. So imagine you bring in all your rotten produce or clippings or leaves or whatever from the yard. My grandmother had a compost pile, put rotten apples and stuff back there. And then, yeah, turn it into mulch for the garden. Yeah, so cheese. Cheese. It could be that the cheese itself has rotted away. And what do we have growing out of it? Well, we have mushrooms. You'd maybe expect some mushroom growth coming out of the compost. And then flowers. So it's new life out of old, right? Kind of a life and death type of a feel to this. Very practical, though, too. I love the farm backdrop to it. So it makes sense for the compost. That's super fun. Compost bouquet. They did add these butterfly bushes into it, too. I think I've maybe seen a couple of it. I haven't pointed those out yet. There is an achievement from the clothing crafting line, and then once you get that, it's pretty easy to get. You can purchase butterfly bushes from any clothier, and they're cool because it's a colorful bush with little yellow blossoms in it. But beyond just the look of it, which isn't super impressive, every once in a while it'll just spit out butterflies. That's the cool thing about it. So you'll see all these butterflies coming out. That's what that is. Grandmaster Harvester takes forever. Wait, it's actually more difficult than I'm thinking. Is that the one to gather 10,000? Is that the achievement? Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe it is hard to get. Uh-oh. Oh, it is. You have to gather 10,000 things from the clothing line. Oh. That does take a while. Never mind. Well, you get some gold along the way. 10,000. Okay, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's been a while since I've got that then. Okay. That's one way to get more people to compost. His helmet looks like that. That's right. You have to really farm your butt off. Okay, never mind. I take it back then. It is difficult to get. Most of the crafting achievements aren't super hard to get. That one's a little more grindy. But it's more of one of those things like if you're planning on harvesting anyway, you can do that. Or when there's like double double node harvest during a lot of the special events, you can get that little. Well, so you get more value out of it during those. Efron Windsword with the resub. Thank you. All the hype. All the love. Okay, beautiful Anavor. Different. Using the mammoth cheese as a vase there. It's lovely. There's actually going to be a new one coming with Greymore that's going to be stinky cheese. It's going to have green fog all around it. It smells bad. Looking forward to that one. Okay, Gothic Raven's Golden Gryphon Garret. I like Golden Gryphon Garret because it's GGG. Okay, we have a wall. No, we have a flower. Ooh, fancy. I like how they did the framing of this. So the carpet, and then the big Redguard garish brazier, and then this must be a big. Ooh, is that Redguard? I can't quite tell. I think it's a Redguard thing of some sort. Very big. Don't see that very often. And then lots of flowers and life. They also have the butterfly bushes in it. Ah, prescient. Awesome. In front of the window. A lot of color that kind of matches the carpet down below with kind of like the reds and the blues there. And kind of like the yellow reflecting from the window. Big star bloom up above, kind of taking center stage. Glow bushes about it. Coat of flowers are what make this so bright. Green brightness there. A couple of glowing shrub bushes there too. All the butterflies. I know. Not super familiar with this red flower. It might be a crown one. A couple of those are. Void Flower was from the luxury vendor. Gives it a bit more of a dark, mysterious look. Void Flower always feels very weighty. Okay, beautiful. Very dense in there. Like a lot going on. Okay, it is. Okay, that makes sense. With the way that the red things really stick up, it nearly makes me feel like it could be like a forest with trees, or maybe these could be individual buildings. Maybe this could be like the central part of a city, and then these could be some skyscrapers about it. And then a nice thriving civilization beneath. Maybe. People venturing off on their own. That's the blueness. Maybe. Cardinal flowers. Oh, thank you. Need more words for beautiful. They're all beautiful. I think that's a problem. There aren't enough good words in the English to describe these. That's right. Yeah, it didn't smell like the previous one did. That's a good point, Flim. That's a good refresher there. Actually gives some space to breathe. Okay, teens up next. Going right along. Barbed hook. Ooh. What they use for a base here? It's some sort of elsewhere. No, I think it's the Murkmire kiln. I think it's the upside down Murkmire kiln. That's super clever. Now this is interesting. What they have up above is they have a painting. And my mind would instantly start to think of maybe parallels between what we see in the painting up above and what we see down below. We do see, so maybe I look at that. The spired building in the back kind of looks like the Garlus Alpinia here, with a kind of triangular shape to it. And so it kind of looks like the structures in the background. And then the overall layout of the ferns down below is much more flat here. So much more flat, which is kind of how the elm or maples are kind of like pancaked up. Very more flat there. So, and then kind of the blue from the water going down the middle with the river. We do have the blue little cornflowers here, and so, and a couple of greens mixed in. So yeah, I definitely feel like there's some inspiration drawn from this painting, which is perfect because this is exactly what I was looking for from this contest. This is really well done. Or maybe that painting was just there. They happen to have that there already, and that's totally coincidental. Totally coincidental, right? It's nice. Timid blue bits are endearing. Oh yeah, they're kind of shy down there. Drops are enabled? Oh, that's cool. Did they enable drops just for me, or is there a special thing going on? Maybe they enabled them just for me. I appreciate it if that's the case. Thank you. Thank you, Zenimax. Or whoever's paying attention. I guess drops might be on. Somebody wants to confirm that. That's cool. Okay. Neat. It is neat. All ESO streamers have drops on right now. I'm not special. Dang it. Why can't I ever be special? I want to be special someday. I'm special. I'll be special today. I'm special in my own way. Ray's GTG up next. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Ray is crying. Oh no. Oh no! Oh no, Ray! Oh no, there's like a save feature in Essential Housing Tools. Oh no, the pets broke this. Oh. Oh no, you worked so hard on putting this together. I could just imagine how it looked. Oh, well, it definitely would have been a prize winner. Oh, it's definitely in the top 6. Oh man, who did it? Here's a question. Was it the dog or was it the cat? Or is Ray blaming the pets? Ray did this. Ray totally did this. Let's see. Are there clues? Are there clues to who done it? Who done it? Who did this? You know, the way that the flowers are draped around the dog, I think that's trying too hard. It definitely looks like the cat is framing the dog here. I think that's... It would be too coincidental for the flower to get draped around the dog. So it's a little forced. They had to make that happen. The broken vase. So this is a clever thing. You know, taking the vase, sinking part of it into the ground, having the other part come up. That's a cool thing about Housing Editor, is that you can kind of do that. You can do it entirely. The doggo. Yeah, you have to go with the evidence. Oh no! Planting that evidence around the dog. Give up on your dreams of being a flower arranger person thingy. Yeah, I should give up, Ray. You ran out of time. You ran out of time to make a beautiful arrangement, so you're blaming your cat now. I'm totally going with that. No, this is fun though. It is fun. Different. It's a deconstructed flower arrangement. Or wait, there's a big branch here. It's entirely possible that maybe a branch just fell in from the ceiling and then the cat's being blamed for it. I don't know. Thinking outside the box. No. I like it, I like it. So, a mystery. It's a whodunit. Whodunit. Was it a branch? Was it the cat? Was it a dog? Or was it Ray? Or maybe it was something more sinister. That's funny in a sad way. Original. It's funny. Just came in 15 minutes too late. I know. They even had, like, apples in it, and... Oh, yeah. Just imagine those all constructed. Kind of reverse this. How would this have looked? Oh, it would have been so beautiful. Oh, yeah, with those weird blooms would have added an amazing glow to it. Cat deliberately chased a dog into it. Oh, no. It was a minotaur. No, let's keep going. Before they find out the truth. Oh, no. Oh, going to the wrong one. Okay, continuing along. I moved in too hard. Yeah, maybe when I poured it in, I made this happen. The hell got the blame. Okay, next up is Charlize. And Domus Frasticus. See, it's outside near the entrance. Okay, I'll try to find it. You're going to do a serious one, but then I saw your supplies laying around and thought this would be entertaining. I thought it was clever. Needed a break from tradition. Oh, that's gotta be it, right? Not Science Discuss Journal. I missed that on Zared's house, I think. Ooh. Oh, they have personalities. This is cool. Using those ibis statues. They kind of look like planters, very flat on the top with the wing. It just cuts right across, and it kind of looks like a planter. So we have something that kind of looks like a love story. They're very distinctly different. Going with different colors of glow stalks for the eyes. One blue, one yellow. I think maybe one more masculine, one more feminine, but hard to place. Crystals on one side, garless red on the other. But overall, they have more in common than differences, right? It's kind of interesting that the differences stand out. Though, for the most part, they have all the sorts of different flowers on the tops. The cyan ferns, the white flowers, the little cactus blossoms, the little purple plants in there too. Yeah, so more similarities than differences. I definitely feel like one is trying to maybe woo the other. Colored eyes are great. So many colors. I know. It definitely looks like a flower planter, like a trough nearly. I think this is super clever. I love it. Oh yeah, there's kind of like a trough between the wings of these. One has a hat. I like the flower hat. You like the flower hat? So we have like a flower hat and just like a little single rose. Kind of like a hat. Beautiful. There's like a lot of love here. Maybe a little bit of trepidation though too. They don't entirely trust each other, but maybe they're willing to look past that, make things work out. This is totally creative. It's a crest, not a hat. Oh, it could be a crest, like a bird crest, kind of adding to the birdiness of this, kind of with that ibis head. Yeah, it could be a crest. It could be a waddle. Go with like a dangling rooster waddle. I don't know if that would plumage. It's an imperial look. Yeah, interpret it however you want to interpret it. I think is the key here. It's totally original. I wonder how Charlize came up with that. Charlize has a good habit of like always making amazing designs for whatever contests I do. Okay, I will keep moving along. Next up, Azalea Stone's Golden Gryphon Garret. Shores builds always astonish me, Collector says. I know, I know. Azalea Stones. And totally original, right? Love the creativity. I wonder how she came up with using the backs of the statues as planters. Definitely interesting. Okay, Azalea Stones. Ooh. Hanging trough. A bit more deserty. Okay, this is cool. It kind of transitions from like red to green. It has maybe a bit of like an elsewhere deserty feel, or not really Alakir with the cactus blossoms in there. The way it's framed is very rectangular, right? It nearly looks like an aquarium or like a terrarium in this case. Kind of like if I think of the desert, you know, you think of not a lot of water there. It's not really supported on much. It's like the plants are just like barely growing there. They don't really have much in terms of roots or access to water. And so elevating that kind of just points that out. Like, hey, these plants really are barely surviving out in the desert. Or maybe I'm just thinking of this weird. Could be like a picture. Oh, yeah, it could be like a painting. Could be like a painting too. Does this remind you of anything? Is there anything in particular? There's even like the green lights up above. Those veil flowers. Luminescent veil flowers. Kind of like maybe like a night sky, but a little dusty up in the sky. I think it's super clever. Gorgeous. Gorgeous is a good word. So lovely, colorful, and eye-catching. And mysterious a little bit. The harbor floats down below. Maybe you think of it being near water, or maybe there is no water. We do have the salamander, or the lizard down below. Gives it more of a dry look, too. This kind of contextualizes it a little bit. Could be like a theater. That's true, that's true. Different approach to this. It's fun. Fairy home. Yeah, magical. It is magical, too. Okay, thank you, Azalea. We are 2/3 of the way through. Oh, no. And then all the fun ends. No. More to see. A lot more to see. Jonnie Matson has an enchanted snow globe home. Oh, this might be a little bit more somber. We'll see. Ooh, aquarium contest. Yeah, I haven't come up with contests for June yet. What to see. I do have it as an option on my Patreon. If you want to support me there, you can pick a contest theme for the month. I had just kind of retweaked that. Okay, you're welcoming me with candy. I don't think that's part of it. What do we have here? This is more of like a very seasonal. But then we have something that fits this. Oh, we have a memorial. Kind of going with more of like the cross type of a look. Lots of reds and whites and greens and yellows. Kind of a green evergreen, everlasting life type of a color. It's very pretty, very pretty. Snow as a backdrop, so kind of like a white, pure type of a backdrop. So it's a memorial. It's pretty. Hope your staff isn't going to be in my screenshot. I have to get like right up close to it. Thank you. I see. Oh, we have the gravestone down below too. Yeah, definitely more somber. Oh, it's so tall. I can't fit it all in the screenshot. It's interesting how they're kind of like lines hanging down and lines going up. Kind of like stretches it out. Gives it a bit more depth here. A bit sad. It's peaceful. Kind of like a funeral. Reverent. Red flowers aiming down is brilliant. Oh yeah, kind of like nearly dripping in that way. Love it. Bend my neck. Tia says, sorry I keep missing giving love here. Blown away by everyone's creations. Falling feelings from it. And a little bit of a droopiness to it. Typical arrangement you'd see at a funeral. Oh, it's pretty. I mean, that's you pay professionals to make those sorts of arrangements for you. They've done a good job with this. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. It's very full looking too. Okay, thank you so much, Jonnie Matson. We'll keep moving along. Still lots of houses to get to. I've been getting screenshots along the way. I'll be uploading those to the website. Oh, they say it's for COVID-19 memorial. Okay, yeah, a lot of people, fortunately, been really negatively impacted by that, or dying. So there's a bit of context for that. Elvin says, I like the unity and the use of color here too. Yeah. I'll be doing some charity streaming towards the end of the month. About weekend of Greymoor launch. Doing some fundraising for Feeding the World, specifically for Feeding America, helping those impacted by COVID-19. Everybody says, hold still, JHart. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm going to die, aren't I? Oh, there's one thing I need to do. One sec. I had noticed this before. I see that you have things that are going to kill me. There's one camera setting I need to change. Where is it? Uh-oh, no, where is it? Dang it, where is it? Nameplates, it's under nameplates. This one, that needs to be off. There we go. Okay, now, I can't tell where the things that are going to kill me are going to kill me from. Perfect, perfect. I can tell, I could tell there was a yellow outline along something. Oh gosh, am I going to die? Everelia, why do you always want to get me killed? I don't know why. Okay, I need to get as close as I can. Make it as big as possible for this screenshot, which means I have to get into the danger zone. Danger zone. Won't kill me. Are you sure? Okay, Everelia promises me it won't kill me. Oh, maybe it was just a scuttle bloom that was glowing. Okay, thank goodness. I'm not in danger. Okay. Totally. I totally still feel like it's going to kill me, right? Okay, so a lot of... Oh, it's like a big bowl of, like spewing blood. Is what it feels like. What do we have here? We have the scuttle blooms upside down, have their little feet that are always moving about. We have the anemones, the Vardenfell anemones, always have their tentacles kind of going about. It didn't trigger. Big Daedric feel to this. That's fun. That's fun. Dangerous, clasping fly traps as well. Good use of all the reds. The Scamp is a little devilish there too. Really Daedric feel to it. Love the Crimson Torchbug going on in and out. Oh yes, just feeding. There's a lot of reds being added to this, right? But you can't just have it all be red. So adding the bottoms of those fly traps adds a little bit of contrast with the green. Okay, love it. The Scamp is delivering it straight to me. Oh, thank you. Who's it going to? Okay, that's really clever. Wait, no, you do have a dangerous plant in here. I see the bottom of... This is a... It's a static picture. Why is it not killing me? I don't know why. Did you, like, make it not... How do you make it not kill me? It was supposed to kill me. It totally was supposed to kill me. I see the leaves from that static picture. It's supposed to kill me. Oh. Grace today. A little grace. Work for you? I don't know why. I'm been protected for some reason. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take a little bit of no death. If you're crouching, it's subdued. Oh, because it's like you're sneaking up on them. That's how the Merkmeyer plants work. That's why. I pulled a sneaky moo on ya. I got a screenshot. Yeah, I've been getting screenshots of all of these. There should have been. Okay, we have a handful of houses left. Stabby Doom's Moonsugar Meadow. I say, oh, it's said daytime would probably be better, but or to pop the lights, so the lights are on. It's kind of like nearly dark now. We have a horse cart full of tree goodness, flowery goodness. Oh, this is cool. Now I'll even have flowers for the horse. Oh, that's cute. Wondering if it's better from that angle or this angle. Probably this angle. Okay, so we're bringing in the flowers. Maybe like a flower salesperson here. Beautiful arrangement on that on the back of the cart. Makes it an easy sell, right? Big basket overflowing here. Beautiful. Different. It is different. So using a cart as a planter, kind of like it has a trophy look to it, so it works well for a planter. And then extra flowers, easily accessible to hand out. With the rider. Horses dressed up, I like that. Big stick on the back. Balances it out pretty well, actually, with the stick there. I was looking for a big stick for myself, too, for mine. I never found a good one. Sunflowers were a gift from Swankery. Oh, that's cute. It's like a princess delivery. Yeah, maybe there's a celebration going on. Bring this in for the princess. Delivering flowers for planting in the garden. That could work too. Oh, I see. It has a country feel to it. The sunflowers place it a little bit more country. I say them butterflies. I like them butterflies. I like how each flower here really is like displayed. You can see all of them well. Cornflower up front. Grab it. Yeah, worth like 500 gold each. That's right. Sadly, there are a lot of harvestable flowers in the game, but they don't actually have models. I kind of wish that they did. It's like bringing in a cart full of spring here. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, farmer market vibes. Yeah, it's perfect for that. I think the time of day is fine here. I think it's pretty bright. Okay, thank you, Stabity. It's beautiful. Creative. A little outside the vase, too. Chrysea's Princely Dawnlight Palace. Chrysea had originally added a lot of animations using essential housing tools, and unfortunately they broke, so we'll have to just go see it as is, which is fine. That was the main intent of this contest, but she felt bad that the animations weren't working. So maybe we can check that out another time. She had a picture video of it. I won't show that off right now, but maybe during a future tour I could do that. An arrow pointing this way. I see. Follow the trail of coda flowers. This trail is worth like 1 million gold. Oh gosh. Sometimes those luxury furnishings are a good investment. Sometimes they don't work out too well. Flowers tend to be some of the more popular ones, though. Okay, here we go. We have... Oh. it's like a chandelier, nearly. Like, won't all fit in a screenshot. Well, it basically does. I like the water here. Definitely frames it. And putting it within the greenhouse, that's just one furnishing. Count it. 30 furnishings here. She was like super worried about the item limit, so she went big on this. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful look to it. Try to get a good screenshot to begin with. And then, what do we have? The bat blooms. Upside down. Definitely give this like an amazing, amazing chandelier feel. With the pitcher plants, those are definitely very rare. Oh, okay. Issues with animations and linked items. This is a chandelier. Oh, okay, okay. And then down below, yeah, so in the animation, these would spin. The way that the ball is resting here, I mean, it looks kind of like a fountain, like it is, but then it also kind of reminds me of, if you've seen fountains that maybe have like a rock on the top that's perfectly spherical that will like roll around a bit. That sort of a look. So it kind of makes it feel like there's like an interaction between the water as a base here and whatever is going on. I don't know if that's really the intent here, but it's what it reminds me of. Yeah, it is a nice chandelier. Plant chandelier. Looks like it has wings. Oh yeah, the hanging tendrils from the bat bloom kind of give it an angelic look. Kind of like a dark angel. Love how this glow globe is almost clear and transparent compared to the usual blue. Oh yeah, it's a Sigil glow globe, or it's very, very mystical. Very well done. Lovely, like an art installation in a gallery. Yeah, very much more artsy. Kind of wondering how you come up with these. Such bright colors with it, with the Garlus alpinia there, or the coat of flowers, just super bright red. It's interesting that the green from the coat of flowers really brightens up that red in the middle, and then kind of contrasts with the purple up above. Just everything pops so well. It's a plant delir. Sure. Okay, lovely. Thank you, Chrysaea. Oh, man. They're all so good. I had high expectations going into this. I've mostly just been, like, wowed with every single one of them. And making something work with just 30 items was a real challenge. Okay, Nightcrawler 85, Ebony Flask. They went extra challenge mode. I think they only went 15 out of 30. Yeah, if you don't have ESO Plus, you have half the item limit in your house. So they went with just 14 items here. But, does it work? I think it works. The Rathona de Renata, the reds and the greens, kind of the steps, kind of like a plateau look. Makes it feel like elsewhere, especially with the cat in the background. Little Khajiit, little Alfiq. Very well could be. Okay, definitely has an elsewhere feel to it. Maybe that's what they were going for. I think they said the corruption inside the door. I think that's what I was already doing. That is what I was already doing. Uh-oh. Go away, boat. Do you feel like you're in elsewhere? Compact and lovely. It's a mix. It is a mix of flowers and non-flowers as well. So, something like a wheel, has a little bit of a story to it, or a lantern. It's incorporating a little bit of the human element into this, as well as kind of the natural look. And this diminutive Alnor maple has kind of like that gnarled kind of bonsai look to it. Makes it feel a little more compact and a bit more meditative. And it's more of a minimalistic look here. Regal sort of arrangement. Oh, someone was traveling and their carriage broke down. Well, that works too. So this would nearly be like you're stuck out in nature. You were going from one place to the other, and you have to travel. You have to travel through the desert. You have to travel through nature and through the plants. And normally you wouldn't really even bother to look at them, but since you broke down, you were there. You were then there, and you were kind of forced to forced to meet your new companions, your new neighbors, which is cat here. Okay, it's lovely. It's lovely. Okay, continuing along. Beautiful. Snow fairy wings. Ebony flask. Oh, it's also an ebony flask. Oh, we're nearly done. I'm already through all this. Snow fairy wings supposedly has one visual effect from essential housing tool. We'll see if it loads in or not. Nightcrawler says, "Thank you for all the nice comments." Oh, thank you. His skeleton in there. That would be a little too depressing. Snow fairy. Oh, you do have one. That one has a big impact, though. We have a sea slug snail thing. I mean, it looks like a snail. It's a slug? No, it's a snail. It'd be a snail, not a slug. That's a shell. Sea snail. Cornucopia. It's a mermaid. It's a... I'm trying to make sense of the sea sponges on the back. Are they a dress? Maybe it's supposed to be like a dress. I'm going with a sea snail siren. Oh yeah, it does have a little it does have a little eye stalks, a little bamboo eye stalks. Sea snail siren. Yes. Listen to the sea snail siren song. It's mermaid. It's adorable. It's pretty. So it's interesting to use the kelps, use the sand dollars, use the starfish and the seashells there. And then the corals and the sea sponges definitely give it an aquatic feel. And then the flower arrangement itself is mostly coming out of the shell. You want this for your real life house? Snailocopia. That's right. Eye stalks with the bamboo. It's perfect because they have like the little notch in the bamboo kind of distinguishes where the eye would be. It's perfect, perfect. And then the things like the grandmother hibiscus kind of mimic the eye stalks a little bit. Or the Merkmeyer berry strands. It's adorable. I like a lot to read into this. It's definitely interesting. I like the kelp. Kelp doesn't get enough love. It's a snail with a flower crown. Oh, it could be a snail princess. That's right. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely getting snail princess vibes from this. Sea snail princess. Maybe revered among the slowed. It's a slowed princess. Okay, thank you, Snow Fairy. Oh no, I'll have 6 houses left. Oh no. I just want infinite of these to go to. Okay, Tinkerjill's Kraggen home. So we continue with our flower arrangement tours. Oh, we're nearly through. Oh, This is a great stream to watch from your garden. Oh yeah, maybe get some inspiration for like your real life garden too, right? How do things play off each other? Okay, Kraggen home. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm in danger. Hope it's okay. I've mostly been crouching for these. I think it usually gives a better perspective. It wants to eat me. I'm getting that Hermaeus Mora vibe again with tentacles and the eyes. The blossoms kind of look like eyes. They kind of look like eyes to me. A little bit of a tryptophobia going on with this Kraggen home. Or maybe this flower arrangement doesn't want to eat me. Oh no, it definitely wants to eat me. I don't know. It's gorgeous. It's very bright. I know the glow stalks themselves are a light source. And then we have, what do we have? I think I see candleflies going around. We have the wedding blossoms in there. We have the aether cup mushrooms, the orange ones in the back. So the main colors here are definitely the orange and the blue. Very very soft coloring there. And then the green down below as well. I think blue by itself is usually a kind of a dark and ominous color. You add that goldenness to it, and it tends to soften it up a lot. So, at least that's my feeling with it. It makes it feel not quite as evil. Maybe maybe it makes it feel like it will hear you out before it grabs you, instead of just being like pure animalistic kill vibes. It's a dancing plant. Little butterflies on the top. I know it has little butterflies. Oh yeah, at the very top. They're attracted to all the light. It's still gonna grab me though, isn't it? It's totally gonna grab me. Yeah, no, I don't think Hermaeus Mora would get his hands dirty with me. It's fun, it's fun. And maybe it's not supposed to be Hermaeus Mora, but it's hard not to think of that. It's fun. It's like a nice little pool. At least it's salamander here and the little turtle. They seem to be just chilling here. It's pretty. It is pretty. Okay. Tinkertails, thank you. Oh, I am lagging badly. Okay, we're good. We're good. I was thinking I was gonna crash. 5 homes left. Oh no. Sushi, Addicts, Grand Civic Villa. Southeast upper level courtyard stairs. The Grand Civic Villa is very large. I hope I can find it. You're a total glow junkie. Oh, I know. Whenever there are glowing plants on the luxury vendor, I always grab a bunch. They mean a lot because lights themselves are super important as far as lighting up your home. Southeast would be this direction. I'm going off the directions I have. Up the stairs, and then... Uh-oh. Wait, is that it? That looks like something. Is this it? This has got to be it, right? This is... Unless if they just happen to have something like this in their home anyway, I would be concerned for them. No, but I would hope that people add things like this in their homes after this, because I rarely see anything that's, like, super, like, densely constructed like these. I think this is it. Okay, so... Where are we at? It's got to be this one. It's got to be this, right? Okay, going with this. Very aquatic feel. Okay, we are here. With the Sigic globes. Ends up being a good placement for it, because it's the Sigic in Artaeum here. And then it's also, you know, right next to the water. And then it also has that kind of purple mind kelp slowed feel to it. So it definitely feels like it maybe is inspired by that. Or maybe just really like this blue, kind of a very narrow blue and purple color scheme. I mean, there are other things in here. It's just that everything is so bright with those sigil orbs up above. It makes everything so blue. The weird blooms in there. Um, all the cactus in there. It's fun. It's very active. I can imagine this being just like a centerpiece for like an aquarium. It's cool. Purple base. Purple base is... What is the purple base? It's crystal thing? Might be a Mephala thing. Coral? Is it one of the corals from the Somerset achievement vendor? Yeah, I'm not quite sure. What is this base from? Coral from Crown. Okay, okay. Coral from Crown. Yeah, I think the mine kelps are from the Somerset achievement vendor. I was wondering if there were a couple other things thematic with that. Has a wow factor. Yeah, it's very bright. I like how everything kind of moves too, because the kelp sways, the sigil orbs kind of rotate asymmetrically a little bit. Oblongly, I guess. That's really fun. Everelia, thank you so much. Let's see. I think I know a lot about housing and furnishings, and Everelia knows so much. So much more. Now, there is a Jester's Coffer here. I have to imagine maybe this was laid out for me. They knew I was going to be here. They knew I couldn't resist opening this up. So this is just for me. This will help me. This will sway me over. They'll definitely be in the top 6 after I see what's in here. Oh, Citric Orb prize just for me. Oh, I get to take a little memento of this place back so I don't forget it when I'm thinking about who was the top 6 and who's not. Oh. Oh, I better not. I better not. No bribes allowed. No bribes allowed. Everybody's calling it bribery. They knew me too well. Thank you. It's rigged. No. Now what happens if they do win? Well, I'll have myself a nice little sigil orb is what's going to happen. No. Okay, thank you. Sushi Addict, thank you. Appreciate it. It's for me. It's part of the 30 items. Oh yeah, take that away. Waverly's Matissan up next. It is... Oh, they said it was best at night. No, it is kind of night. Okay, that'll work. I think they said it's inside. Enter home, go around to the left. Okay, I'll try to find it. They did use a painting for a reference, which I said was a perfectly good way of doing this. Oh, this is cool. So it's Blackreach. Blackreach inspired with the painting back here. So let's take a look at the painting a little bit, and then maybe we can make some parallels or not. This is fun. I think this is super cool that they took this idea, kind of a museum feel to it. So yeah, with Greymoor coming out next week. Oh gosh. Yeah, we'll have access to Blackreach, which has all the glowing mushrooms and everything. So what do we have that really kind of exemplifies that? Well, we have the big glowing star blooms up above, and then for kind of like the little tendrils, whatever you want to call them, that hang off the mushrooms, we have like the soul splinter weed. The leaves there are very bright and very much mimic that. And then, for the droopiness of it all, it's kind of spilling down the base of this, which makes it feel much more active and alive and very growthy. It's not a word. It feels like it's growing, spilling out, wants to thrive, not very much, interrupted by anything else down here, kind of by itself. That makes it better. Oh yeah, so at night this would glow a bit more. Terrific color matching and inspirational. Yes. So the painting at night glows even though it's inside? It's kind of interesting. I suppose I didn't know that's how that worked. Okay, that's really fun. I like the fern here too, because it's a bit more flat, because, hey, Blackreach is still a big place to explore, so you can kind of think of that as more of like the ground cover. Whole zone to go explore, find magical things. Or whatever was coming with Greymore. I have no clue what you do with Blackreach in next week. Oh man, there's gonna be so much to see and explore. Glowing during the day, the painting is muted. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Must be an idiosyncrasy of the painting that it glows during night. Okay, that's really cool. Thank you, Waverly. Art in bloom, indeed. Basset Hawk, Observatory Prior. Only 3 houses left. Oh. No. Basset Hawk says, okay, the back podio on the main floor. I'll try to find it. Should be able to. I've been able to find them all so far. And then we will wrap up. We'll do some giveaways for Twitch chat. Or, wait, is this it? Did they move it? Or is this not it? I mean, I guess this is it. I guess I thought it wasn't going to be right here, because why else did they give me directions? Oh, my no, is Basset Hawk, are you here? Is it just like right when you poured in? Or is this a precursor? Uh-oh. Let me... We're not online. I'm going to assume this is it, because it looks like a flower arrangement. Plants on ice. That's a very icy look to it. They said something about an ogrum. Like it was inspired by an ogrum. Does this look like it was inspired by an ogrum? It's a little clunky. Like with the big crystals and the big Garrulus alpinia pods, so maybe. I mean, I think this is it. Well, it's fun. It's fun. What do we have here? Kind of has a feel like an icy valley here. Which, you know, would maybe signify both kind of a danger from the icy cold, but at the same time a protection, a little bit of protection for the thriving life in the middle. Maybe checking the other place just in case. Go through the directions. Oh wait, there's more. So maybe that was just a precursor. I'm going to try to find this. Check the directions. Well, my directions... Well, this kind of looks like something, too. See, this could be a flower arrangement, too. Okay, they said it was on the back podio of the main floor. Which... Wait, there are directions? Oh, okay. I see. Oh, so they have like a flower workshop here. But there's not a patio here. Oh no, JHart gets lost. Is this a patio? Is this a flower arrangement? Because this looks like a nice flower arrangement too. Dang it. This tore the whole house. I know. I feel... No. Now I'm not so sure. I might have to get some clarification here. I mean, this is fun. With all the rocks. Deserty feel with a Dova fly. A ceiling check. I know, there's a ceiling up here too with flowers. But this isn't a patio. Dang it. Tour the whole house. Pick one I like the best. I think that's it. I might have to... This wouldn't be the main floor at this point, though. This is definitely the lower floor. But there wasn't anything on the main floor patio, right? Pick the one I like the best. Well... It's fine. It's... I definitely like the look of this place with all the shelves. I think I had previously toured this on a housing hike, but the flowers are new. Moo. I don't get out of here. Uh-oh, I got myself all turned around. Okay, I think we'll keep going. Like, is this a flower arrangement? Because this looks nice as a flower arrangement, too. Nice central point in the house. Maybe they met on the way to the back patio. And that would be it. Okay, maybe this is supposed to be it then. Because one thing that's cool about it is it does have like 360. Guess the blue one? Which one do you think it is? Do you think it's this one or the blue one, the crystals that we saw out front? Because one thing that is really cool about this is you can walk all the way around it and it works from any direction very, very well. Oh. And everything else in the background too. Good like alchemy shop. This one? You think it's this one? Okay. It's pretty. It is pretty. I would imagine the best angle would probably be from the front here, just as you walk in with the Dovafly there. All that alchemy and enchanting in the background. Very busy workshop. You can hear all the machines going on too. It's kind of fun. Okay, I'll go with this. Ceiling stuff looks cool too. Oh yeah, all the bright trees up above. A couple, maybe fabricant trees up there too. Fits the feel of it. Metallic trees. Might have to use something similar for your ceiling. Okay. Thank you, Basset Hawk. 2 homes left. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be so hard to pick winners all day. Okay, Necrosis the Dark. I maybe want to try to do a fan favorite type of a thing. I might be able to do that if I put pictures up, say, on Discord. I could have some voting going on. I'll take some extra work though. So let me do a quick thing. Maybe you want to join Spicy Econ or Spicy Life on PCNA. Anyway, here you can keep in touch. I think that will work. And we'll maybe put some voting up on Discord. I could put voting up on the forums. I'll have to think through how that would work. Anyway, we'll get to that. Okay, Necrosis the Dark. St. Dylan. Dragon themed. I haven't really seen very many dragons throughout this. We had a dragon fire one with the green lighting. Big bowl of offerings for the dragon. Has all the flowers on it. Looks sinister. Kind of reminds me of like an old-timey stern aunt or grandmother type of a feel. This is like the weirdest tangent to go off on. So like with the big shoulder pads and the flowery bonnet and very, very stern eyes. This is crazy of me, isn't it? I don't know. I feel very intimidated by it. It's not just like it's a dragon and it's going to eat me. It's like it's going to give me a good lecture and be disappointed in me. That's how I question my life choices. Spooky. Maybe nobody else is getting that vibe. 3D art. You like the look of it? You like the crystals? Kind of the red has like this flamey dragon look. Does everybody else get a scolding look from this? I don't know. See, it's all a veneer of the floweriness. You see it? Okay. It's this skeletal old face there. Radiates with power. That's true. Maybe that's what I'm getting from it. Shower cap. Yeah, that's right. Okay, dragon flower arrangement. Yeah, intimidating. I'm going with an intimidating look on this. Very, very powerful eyes using those glow stalks. And that's one cool thing about the plants in ESO is that you can repurpose them. So in this case, it's using those glow stalks. Adds a lot of life to this otherwise hollow skull. Stern look, that's right. Shinguita says that you adore this. Holding a bowl of something, they're the hard candies. It's like, oh, look what you don't get because you messed up so bad. No, you get one. You get one hard candy. They are not hard candies. Oh, Rick, seriously. Angry Pretty is a vibe that you strive for. Oh, no, it's fine, it's fine. It definitely has a feel to it, though. It has some soul to it. I think using the dragon skull is a great way of doing this. And then the big basin. Wait, is this a Hagraven cauldron? Can I activate this? Might be the Wood Elf one. I can't activate it anyway. Might have, like, big green flames coming up. Okay, and that will nearly do it. We have one left. Oh, by the way, they did transform this with the rocks here, because of the darker backdrop. And then this is the Black Marrow slab table. Has kind of a good texture to it. So backdrop matter. So that's good. Okay, Necrosis of Dark. Dark look there. Flynn Rider will be our last one. Then we'll wrap up. Yeah, beautiful. Emoji. Okay, last one. 35 flower arrangements that we've seen today. Well, this will be our 35th. They have an oasis offering, Flynn Rider said. I believe that was Flynn Rider that said that they had joined Spicy Life, particularly because they were interested in the housing contests that we do. So, yeah, if you want to stay in touch a little bit better, I mean, you don't have to be in the Spicy Guilds to join in on these sorts of contests, but it does make it easier as far as sharing information. Oh, you are Flynn. Oh, awesome. So many good arrangements. You don't want to end. I know. Oh, it's like so peaceful. I like your music choice here too. Not that it will show up in the screenshot, but okay, I definitely see the red and the blue. The red and the blue. We have the ice and the fire using these monster trophies. Clever use of the monster trophies. We haven't really seen a lot of them today. Yeah, good non-plant furnishings to incorporate. Kind of layering in a bunch of these braziers so that you kind of get this layered fountain look. And then it's like a dance. It's a dance of the butterflies. Dance of the fire and icy look up above. Though, that's the feel of it. So it's kind of a warm and dark, warm and cold vibes from this. We do also have the water, though. And then I see the corals in the middle. The fish. Oh, the fish are maybe a bit more obvious. So, with the crimson torch bug up there. So it's kind of reading into this all. The fish definitely give this a seaside look. So it's water, and fire. It's... I think the way you described it was the desert meets the sea, an oasis offering. Okay, so we have life springing out from the desert. Okay, cool. Kind of interesting to see the contrast there. So red and blue, they're definitely, they're getting close to kind of sometimes mixing together, but then they always kind of push away. Life is struggling here in the desert. You love yourself some fish when they're in bloom. Yes, you like the... Oh, it even has kelp in there. With the oranges. It is maybe like more of an altar feel then. Okay, clever. It's clever. It's fun. Yeah, there weren't a lot of people that took the, hey, you can incorporate non-plants into these. Go at it. So I'm glad you went at it. Put fish into these. No, that's the thing. Adding fish to your flower arrangement, generally not advised in real life. There are some smell effects going on with that. So yeah, I have to be careful with that. Maybe it'll look good for 10 minutes. Surf and turf. That's right. But that's the cool thing about ESO and housing is you don't get the smells of the fish here. They're replica fish. It could be fish trophies. That's right. Maybe they're plastic. Okay, so we will. Can I hop up in here? I'll hop up into it. Perfect. I have become part of the flower arrangement. There we go. There we go. I am one with the flower arrangement. Yes, here we go. So I will close this off for the VOD. So this was streamed live at twitch.tv/JHartEllis. Thank you everybody that joined in the Twitch chat. And yeah, I do lots of contests like this. We do regular housing hikes as well, where we tour homes. And yeah, so you can follow me during live streams, or if you're enjoying the VOD on YouTube, please subscribe to me on YouTube, and you can look forward to more housing from ESO in the future. So thank you, everybody. And we've seen so many of these. I will put the screenshots of these up on spicyeconomics.com, as well as a winner list. Top 6 winners will get 250,000 gold on PCNA or PCEU. Notify them within a day or two. And that'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, so we've seen so much creativity on display here today. So many different ways of using even just a small handful of furnishings. Really think about ways of using furnishings and not just as they're intended, right? So get really creative with it. So thank you, everybody, with the creativity on display here for those that entered the houses, and thank you, everybody, for watching. Have fun with housing, have fun with ESO, and stay spicy. Moo.